Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? Um, Today I blew my account again, and I had to get another one. Shit is getting crazy. Not gonna lie. But I really think that trades I'm taking, like I think they're pretty good trades, but I think the probabilities are not there. Like probability is always on my side. But for some reason, this had to be a losing trade, and I just happened to blow my account, so I had to get another one. So let's get started, right? So, um, so today is May 27. So today's May 27, as you can see. I show you guys, and so I breached this one. I breached this one today, and I got this one today, and it's an eval. So let me show you guys the trades I took today. So let's get started. So today, this is the 15-minute time frame on both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So as you can see right here, I said market structure is still look bullish and Q up previous day high. So as you can see, this line right here, that was previous day's high. So as you can see, that kind of looked like a retest of the start of day VWAP, previous day New Year VWAP, and previous day VWAP. So um, you can see, yes, I mean this is a pre-market high, right? Like a fucking 8 a.m. So this retracement here, it's not gonna lead me to kind of like take shorts, even though it's a big retracement of, yeah, it is, but it might as well just go back to all-time highs again. Like I think I think nobody was looking for shorts here. If you take your trades based on market structure, I don't think you were going you were looking for shorts here, unless price closes below all BWAPs, comes back down, and then starts making new lows. Then maybe, yeah, you can say, okay, yeah, maybe he wants to make new lows. So right here too on ES, barely made a new higher high about previous day's high, so that's a new all-time high. So that, to me, this was just a freaking retracement. So price could have come back down here, retrace, make a higher low, so a low, then a higher high, then a higher low, to then make a new higher high. So of course I was looking um, for longs, right? So I said in Q previous day's highs and both its VWAP. As for yes, it is retesting its VWAPs, and buyers have kept price above VWAPs all night. So since price, since like 14, boom, 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 buyers all day. Uh, I said yesterday mistake was taking a short when NQ was making all-time highs. Note, the most recent high is an all-time highs, and this can be a retracement to VWAPs to make a new high. And to take short time, I need lower prices. It is a good idea to look if we are below previous day lows to take shorts, and today we are not. So if all VWAPs were above here, and then we were sitting, if we were trading below previous day's low, then it might be a good idea to consider shorts, just so you don't miss the shorts. But I think when you're making all-time highs, being below previous day's low is a really good confirmation that you can get, so you don't get fucked on the longs, or you don't get fucked when you're in shorts, so price goes back to make an all-time high. Um, so that's the first thing. So second thing, right here, second short, I said, really, I am seeing shorts now with this momentum, lower all assets below its BWAP. So you can see near BWAP blue line, near BWAP, previous day near BWAP, started a BWAP, higher day BWAP, the same here. Um, I said we want to fill, but at the same time, price still seems pretty bullish. So, but basically, I'm saying here, BWAPs are telling me lower prices, but market structure is still telling me uh, uh bullish prices. So I'm saying maybe we can definitely get a double break trade. So I am mixed. So a double break trade is when opening range is set, we take the low of opening range, and then we close above New York VWAP with momentum. We take that long trade to opening range high or other highs. It's up to you how you want to manage your trade. But that's basically, like the way you trade, that pattern basically. So right here. I said uh, we took our low, so this is the low of opening range high, opening range low. We retrace, take that low, immediately go up and start making new highs. So as I say, failed to make a new lower low, made a new higher high, and closed above 930 BWAS. So right here, failed to make a new lower low, made a new higher high. Right here, I entered above when we made that new higher high, and stop loss at opening range low. Um, and then I just waited, basically because this was the double break trade I anticipated. So that's the double break. Now, I, I was uh this was a losing trade. This was a losing trade. I completely understand, but just look at ES here. ES didn't take opening range low. I know that, but it closed with momentum above 930 BWAP, and then literally it went up to opening range high. So if I had taken it on ES, I would have won this trade. I would have won this trade, and then but I just decided to take it on NQ. I decided to take it on NQ. Really, I don't know why at that time I decided to take it on NQ instead of ES, but it is what it is. I just thought, ES was going to follow higher, and eventually NQ was going to reach opening range high. So, I think there's no wrong. I don't know how I could have anticipated this thing, but I'm just saying if I had taken it on ES, which, I just don't know what I can see here that would have led me to think ES was a better asset to trade to the opening range high instead of NQ. Like, I think they both seem the same, so I just don't know if I don't know what can make me think that this is better than this, because really they all look the same. So I think there's nothing wrong. There's no mistake that I did with taking it on this asset. It just happened to not follow through, and then going to orb high, I think. So yeah. So the next markup. So that's that first trade. Second trade, as you can see, ES made that high, retraced lower, made a new higher high, and at the same time, NQ failed to make a new high over here. So you can see, I think this high is this high over here, and eventually I got fucking taken out to make a new low, and I blew my account with this trade. I blew my fucking account with this trade. So yeah, I blew my account. I guess I need to go with lower contracts on NQ and ES, just because the drawdown that I have on my 25K account is not that big. So I think I gotta lower my contracts, but really fucking trading two micros, one micro, it doesn't seem very, very, um, how can I say it? It doesn't seem like I'm making fucking progress, but maybe I might. So, yeah. So, the only note I can say here is if I would have taken that same pattern trade or that same trade on ES, I would have made money on that account. So, yeah, uh, I try not to get desperate, and I just try not to get desperate, and then see see the good side that the trade works. I just happen to take it on the wrong asset. I mean, I'm really trying to think what I what I could have done here, what I could have thought instead of like thinking NQ was the better asset. What could have made me think that ES was a better asset? But really, I just don't see a thing. I just don't see. Maybe the only thing is that NQ made a new lower low, as ES did not. So maybe that made ES a stronger bullish asset instead of NQ. So that could have led me to take a bullish asset right here. So when price made that new high over here, I could have taken it, a little retracement, then up to those highs. I think that was the best thing I could have done. And then from there, there's nothing else. But I still think that was a good trade. Then here I decided to take a short after a lot of time, after a lot of big time. I took it on micro mini S&P 500. So um, usually I know two micros on ES is on the micro mini S&P 500 is not a lot. Like when even though you have 15 point stops, 20 point stops, two micros won't push you in a big drawdown if you lose your trade, because two micros is not a big deal. But I just went for two micros, uh for the simple fact that we were still below above previous days low, so shorts were not that big of a probabilities, and that we were ranging. But when I saw price couldn't keep above all its BWAPs, you know and we had when price couldn't keep above all its BWAPs, we made equal lows right here. I enter my short position at 930 BWAP, and at that high, really saw some resistance over here, because we can't get through. So I put my stop loss there, and I just let it play it out. And then, so you can see right here, uh, price eventually went up to the start of the day, and then started going down. I waited for all of it, took out opening range, took out the equal lows, but I had my TP set at previous day's low. But at the time, I had my stop loss trail to this high, took me out to then just continue going lower. Now you're gonna ask me, why are you so stupid? Yeah, I'm asking my question. I'm asking that same question too. Why am I so stupid? Like I cannot control when the market moves in waves. It just cannot go down or up. It has to go up and down, or down and up and down and up. So the best thing I could have done here is to have never moved my stop loss, or at least move it to this high. But when I moved my stop loss to this high over here, I already it's just a stupid decision that I made here. I mean, my stop loss is right here, and all of the BWAPs are above it. Market could have perfectly come up, retrace up to the big ups again, make a high, and then continue to the previous day's low, which it did. And but my stop loss should have been here, just in case if price wanted to retrace to all the big ups, maybe grab more sellers, and then to just continue going lower. But the fact that I throw my stop loss here, leaving all the big ups above me, I think that's just stupid. And the reason I did it is because out of fear. But fear on a two micro trade, it's pretty crazy to me, not gonna lie. It's like it's like um it's like I need a lot of work in my psychology, because having fear of getting stopped out with two micros, it's pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Like I checked, and this loss was like $150 loss, which perfectly could have made it back. Really. So I think I really need to work on holding my trades better and managing my stop loss better. Because at this point, all this hold, all this mental exhaustion just to get stopped out of break even was for nothing. Really, it was for fucking nothing. So I think I feel like I can get decent reads on it, but I will never be able to pass an evaluation, and I will never be able to get a payout if when I lose the trade, I am losing full stop loss on them. But when I win a trade, I am winning but small, because I'm getting stopped out because of trail stop, or or I'm getting stopped out of break even because of fear, or I'm getting out too early. So I think I just gotta I don't know, maybe because I'm new to this strategy, I don't got enough confidence, and I will build it as time goes on. But that's just what I'm saying, that's just what I'm saying. I can get decent reads. I can get decent reads on where the market wants to go, but I messed up on late entries because of FOMO and bad trade management. I think that's the two things I'm messing on. And if I'm able to fix those a little bit, I might be able to, pass an evaluation as time goes on, and eventually get a payout. But if I don't fix that, I'll just stay trapped on evals, and I'll just be wasting my money for nothing if I never get good at that. So I think that's just a little bit of reflection for me, and yeah, that's it for me today, guys. So let me know what y'all think, and if y'all have any advice for me, please tell them to me. Like if you trade it like the same way I trade or a little bit different, and if you have any advice that can really help me, please let me know. I'll listen to you guys, and yeah, thank you.